The EP Podcast. Heard everywhere podcasts can be found, and always at the EPPodcast.com.
The Evergreen Park Girls Softball League is in the Little League World Series. They represent an entire region of this country. They are playing international teams and walked it off the other night. Doing well so far. Their manager on this show direct from the state of Washington, where the final tournament is taking place. Plus, Frank Murray and the Evergreen Park Public Library tell you about everything that they're doing this month as we sample wine at Spoke and Vine. Before I get started though, Picnic in the Park, the Food Truck Festival. I expected to be there this past Thursday as much as you did, but it was soul-crushingly hot and there was a massive storm that moved through. The village rescheduled it a few hours in advance, so we get to have it this Thursday. Look for the EP podcast out there. One other thing of note, if you missed an episode recently of the EP podcast, not only did village trustee Mark Marzullo talk about this 2 weeks ago, State Representative Rick Ryan talked about it, electric bike and scooter safety. Now the village is asking you to email them your thoughts, epinf@hotmail.com. I'd like to hear them too. You can always reach out to us at the eppodcast.com. This episode and every episode brought to you by the First National Bank of Evergreen Park. $300 bonus with qualifying activities when you open up a checking account. No overdraft charges, free ATMs wherever you go, whatever the fee is, they put the fee back in that makes it free. They got business banking solutions, junior savers account, and a great staff over there. Stop in and see them on the corner of 95th and Pulaski in that iconic building, the First National Bank of Evergreen Park, member FDIC. All right, we got a special treat to kick off this episode of the EP podcast, a direct from Kirkland, Washington, where they are in the middle of a Little League World Series. We have the EPGSL manager, Adam Goyke. Adam, how are you?
I'm doing great, Chris. Thanks for having me on.
Listen, I think this is exciting. I already saw on social media you guys walked off against the Italians. You won a region. It's Central U.S., correct? After you won state, you win.
Correct.
You win the region, and now you're playing some international teams and maybe some other teams from different regions of the U.S. You play Italy. You walk off. That's incredible to me.
Yeah, no, it's been a wild ride. So we won state. I don't know, probably 2 weekends ago, and then we advanced to the regional. Played teams from Ohio, Michigan, Kentucky. All those guys are there. And we won that region, which it's the first time Illinois has won that region since 1999. It's only the second time ever that Illinois has won that region. So pretty exciting. And then, we advanced to the Little League World Series in Kirkland. And there's 5 regions from the U.S. here. There's 4 international regions. And then there's the host team here in Kirkland has a team here as well in the tournament.
All right. And what's the age range right now for these kids?
Yeah, so this is the junior division. So it's basically 13 and 14-year-olds. Obviously, some of them have turned 15 since all this started. But we're talking mainly 14 and 15-year-olds at this point. That's
pretty competitive, though. I mean, look, I never took a team to the level you've taken this team, but I coached for a little while in EPGSL when my daughter was younger, and I had the girls are right below that age group, and I thought I couldn't hang in there if I tried to go up against some of these pitchers. They bring heat. They're very crisp. I've always said that it feels like the ladies are always so fundamentally strong. You get very crisp ball games, and they're good. And it's a very fast-paced, high-energy game even at that age, right?
It is. I love it. I mean, I played baseball, and as soon as my daughter Molly started playing softball, I mean, I fell in love with the game. It's just a different speed. Everything is quick, and it's shorter game, and there's a lot of strategy involved. It's a great game, and you're right. I mean, these girls at this age, I mean, there are just some very, very good players, and I mean, we're on this stage now, and you just see it's like I certainly wouldn't want to get in the box against any of these girls. I mean, they're throwing smoke, and I mean, it's incredible to watch. So it's very impressive. They've, our girls have been awesome, and they work hard, and they've, they're here. So we're excited.
So take me through this now. After you get to this stage and you get to the final Little League World Series for this age group, and you got a group of teams here. Is this round robin, and then there's a playoff at the end? Where are we at right now?
Yeah. So the way the format, there's 10 teams. Okay. So there's 2 pools of 5. So we play every team in our pool once. So we have 4 pool play games. We played Italy yesterday. We won a 16-15 game. We had a walk-off in the last inning, which, I mean, it was, girls were nervous. We're usually a very defensive team, and the Italy team just, they hit the heck out of the ball. They were very impressive, and we just had to battle with them, So, and then today I'm fresh back from our game today. We beat this team from Southeast, which is from South Carolina. We beat them 16-2. So not as exciting as yesterday's result, but obviously we like the way it turned out.
That's an easier game for you, Coach.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we weren't sweating that one out as much. So right now we are 2-0 in our pool. We're the only non-beaten team in our pool right now. And we play tomorrow at 3:30 Chicago time against the Washington, the District 9 team, the host team. And then we have the team from Puerto Rico on Wednesday morning. I believe that game is at maybe noon Chicago time. And then after that, I think only 2 teams don't make the bracket, but they do seeding, for the bracket on Thursday. So Thursday there's bracket games, Friday bracket games, and then Saturday's a championship.
Wow. So by next week, we're going to know how it goes here, and you're at least off to a pretty good start. What do you tell these girls? Because, you're proud of them. They made it to this point, right? You get to this thing and you go, wow, we're only the second team from Illinois to even win a regional. We should be happy to be there. You win that first game. Now they've won 16-2 in the second game. You've got a lot more games to go. But, you want them to have a good time. You don't want them to get too excited, but you must at least feel like we got a chance here, right?
It's funny because, this team, this group of girls have been together for a while. So when they were 11, we lost the 12U state championship. When we were 12, we lost the 12U state championship, both by 1 run. And when they were 13 in the state championship, they lost by 1 in that game too. So our big thing was the state championship this year, just getting over that hurdle. And then once we did, it was kind of a sigh of relief. Finally, Evergreen's never won the 14U state championship. They've been in the game so many times. We finally broke through that. So going into regionals, we were kind of like, hey, we're playing with house money right now. So it was kind of let's just relax. We're happy to be here. And kind of the same thing happened where, we played really well. And next thing you know, we're a game away from winning the region. And they played great in the regional championship, and they won that too. So, now obviously we feel the same way. Let's go have fun. And the girls are having a blast. They really do it up here. We've been here since Thursday. They flew us out here, and we played our first game on Sunday. So from Thursday to Thursday, Friday, Saturday, it's all about the girls having fun, interacting with other teams. And they did a celebrity game. They did a challengers game. It was incredible. It's so much fun. And then obviously going into our game Sunday, it's okay, back to work. We're here for a reason. And but they've kind of responded. And like you said, we're 2-0. We're sitting pretty right now, but obviously a lot more games to play. So I think everyone's just trying to enjoy the experience and have a good time. So. If we play well, we play well, and we'll just keep riding as long as we can here.
If you go to any ball field in Evergreen Park, you can go where the boys play over at Duffy. You can go where EPGSL is over at Yukich. There's an awful lot of plaques from winning state championships. Why do you think Evergreen seems to produce so many teams that over the years have been able to put themselves in this position? Because heck, where I grew up, I don't think anybody ever thought they could even get to that level, let alone make it out to Washington for a tournament like this.
Yeah, I tell you, Evergreen has a great softball league. There's a lot of people in there that care a lot about it. And a lot of people that, their daughters may have aged out, but they still contribute to put their time in. A lot of people mentioned Brendan McGinley back in the day, kind of got the thing going. Ken Fryer's name has come up a million times. I think he got us registered within Little League, which obviously gets us here today. Rich Farmer's still a huge part there. I mean, there's just so many people that have really cared about it. I got involved with it when my daughter started playing, and I was heavily involved for a long time. Obviously, still am, but it's a great league. There's so many kids in it, and I feel like the surrounding areas, they don't really have those in-house leagues anymore. So a lot of them flock to Evergreen, and there's just so many kids in it, and there's so many people that put their time in for it. Much of travel baseball and softball kind of takes over, where it's great to still see that there's these in-house leagues for kids that want to play that maybe don't want to play at a 80 game schedule, traveling every weekend or anything like that. So it's great to see the league thriving, and there's just so many volunteers that put their time in to help out.
Yeah, you guys got quite a send-off. Well, I'm pretty sure you got the fire trucks and everything when you won the state championship. You've gotten a send-off. If you win this thing, what do you think it's going to be like here? I mean, do they close down 95th like it's the Independence Day parade? Like, how do they top themselves, Adam?
Chris, I'm a bit of a maniac. Like, I don't think that far ahead. In my mind, we have Washington District 9 tomorrow. So that's what my mind's on, and that's how we've been the whole way. I think when we were in the state championship after we won the semis, somebody asked me where regionals was or when we'd have to leave for regionals. I said, just stop. I said, we got a game to play. We got to win that game. I'll worry about that tomorrow morning. If we win, I'll worry about tomorrow morning. And but you're right. I mean, the send off was great. I mean, we had a 7 a.m. flight out of O'Hare that Little League booked for us. So it was kind of like, all right, so we're getting there at 4, and they got us a bus to take us to the airport. And we didn't know about the send. We didn't know the fire trucks were going to, we showed up. We're in the Yukich parking lot, just, everyone had just woken up. We're trying to get out of there. And, the fire department showed up, the police showed up. I mean, it was great. So everyone's been awesome. I know they did the Bourbon Street did their viewing party yesterday, and we were getting videos of. I mean, it's incredible. I mean, there's the players here. Obviously, a lot of the families came down, but like just seeing that back home, that everyone's cheering for us, and the support we got at home, even though we're 18 or however far away we are, but it's been great. The text after yesterday's game, I think my phone, I thought it was going to explode. I mean, I had a text coming in nonstop. It was ridiculous.
That's awesome. Adam Goyke is the manager of a Evergreen Park team from the EPGSL that has already won their first 2 games in the Little League World Series. They've got many more to go here. It's going to be a really interesting week for you. We're all pulling for you here. I'm excited to see the results so far and hear the excitement in your voice, and good luck to the girls. I know how much fun it is for them. I mean, like I mentioned before, I didn't do it at the level you're doing it in that league, but I was part of that league for many years, and they always have 10-foot smiles, those girls, win or lose. And so now that they're in this big thing here, you really pull for them. And I hope they have great success. Good luck to you, your coaching staff, and enjoy it, Adam.
I appreciate it, Chris. I love it. I mean, they're having a great time, and they're playing well, so that helps. But even going into the games, they're upbeat. They're having a great time, and we're in the hotel. They're hanging out with other teams from other countries. It's amazing to see. It's a great team.
Building relationships, supporting the community, and service. These are the things that Country Financial stands for. They're more than just an office you may pass by as you drive through Evergreen Park. They're neighbors who lend a helping hand and support the fabric of your community, including charitable organizations, sports, financial education, and civic organizations. And since Country is already your neighbor, they want to get together and chat. Call your local Country Financial representative, Mike Thauer, today at 708-425-1559 to talk about the things that are important to you and how he can help you protect them. The EP Podcast, as we are each and every month with Frank Murray from the Evergreen Park Public Library.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm well, Chris. I almost said good morning, but it's the afternoon.
There's wine in front of us. If it's morning, we have a problem.
Well, we're at Spoken Vine, one in Rome, right?
We're at Spoken Vine, northeast corner of 95th and Kedzie. Incredible wines. They have so many of them up there. They rotate through them. We're going to talk wine today with Reed. We'll bring them in here in just one moment. Mm-hmm. And they have great small plates. They're always adding some interesting things to the menu as well.
Amazing food.
Just a fun place to be at. And I always try to remind people this, 21 and over. it is nice every once in a while to go out as an adult with other adults and not have like a child bump into me, like that, and not have a screaming baby. So I do absolutely love coming out to this place, especially on the weekends. But let's bring in Reed now. Why don't we just
Reed, come on down. Before
I have to listen to you drone on about the library.
Drone?
Let's just start with Reed. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing good. How are you guys?
Good.
Apparently I drone.
This will liven up the conversation because we're going to drink a little bit before we talk with you. So, what are we sampling today?
Okay, so today we're sampling one of our wine club wines. So this is part of our adventure wine club that we have at the bar, where you get 2 bottles of wine a month. If you're looking for a good gift for people, we do have 3 and 6 months options on our website. So something to think about. This month we're in California. This is from Pasqui. They're a vineyard down in Santa Barbara, so in the Central Coast. Really unique little property. They're right on the shoreline, so they actually have like 70-degree temperatures all year. There's a 17-degree difference from their vineyard to like where the people are in Santa Barbara, which is only like a couple of miles. So they get really, really cool climates on it. It's a Syrah, which I know that you like, so because you like your Australian Syrahs with the Z. It's the same grape, it's just marketing.
Oh, so
not to be confused with Sarah.
Listen, but this is
Sarah's trouble.
This is
Watch out
interesting.
for Sarah.
This is interesting because I was trying to figure this out. He's like, "You like these?" And I'm like, "I like these." And so it's the same as a Shiraz.
Yes.
It's just because it's in the grape.
Australia versus the rest of the world.
So the grape's the same though.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
See, I didn't even know that.
So it's similar.
I just come in and drink the wines. That's all I do. I just come in and I go, "Hey, I would like wine. What kind would you like?" Red, and in a big glass, and with that little glass that's next to it, which is always my favorite thing. Like they do a size Frank where there is a glass, and then there's like another thing, so you can refill your glass if you drink quick like I do, which is amazing.
It's a classy lady. It's a classy lady. Everyone likes a classy lady. But yeah, so it'd be the similar as like Pinot Grigio and Pinot Gris are the same grape. One's from Italy and one's from France.
I just learned something brand new today. I really did. I just thought that like Shiraz was the grape, and you could probably grow Shiraz here if you really wanted to, but the climate wouldn't let you do it. So I just thought it was something completely different. Same grape, different name because of where you're growing it.
Chris, this is what I love. Spoken Vine first. I love the food, and the wine is exceptional. But you always learn something from this guy when you step in. I learned about a grape that we had that went through what was it? The medieval.
It was Tempranillo. So there was an Italian town just outside of Tuscany that always had a local red grape that was like their Campo Nuevo, which was their our local regional red. And they finally did genetic testing on it, and the vines were Tempranillo that were being brought to Rome during the pilgrimages and was planted along the way. Because what they used to do in antiquity is if you were a trader, you would plant your vines as you traveled along, so by the time you came back, you would have wine that was like the wine at your house.
That's crazy. It's really interesting, but it's great. I mean, this is the thing.
You learn a lot. It's very educational. Besides the delicious food and wine.
We were just talking beforehand.
It's like almost like the library.
I actually brought it up. This is we were talking beforehand, and I brought up I like to come here if some young lady I'm fortunate enough she'll go on a date with me, because he will entertain you with his stories. So like you don't have he will come over and just be like, here's a story about the grape, here's this. It's like there's an entertainment value to coming out here, and it's not just you sitting across from the other person just talking. It's almost like a show. It's almost like there's audience participation, but there's Reed participation. He comes over, he says hi, he tells you about the wine, he gives you things that are sampling. It's an experience. That's the word I'm looking for. Is that what you're going for normally when you're here?
Well, I just like talking to people. Otherwise, I have to wash dishes. Like, there are only 2 options. It's talking or dishes.
I was waiting for him to say, we're trying to build an experience, Chris. You hit it on the head. No, he's avoiding dishes.
I have found most things in wine are avoiding work. So that's like why they would plant their vines as they went along, so that they could avoid drinking bad wine.
Okay.
So, all right. But yeah, or I'll help you carry your dates.
But the wine is good. The wine is good. The wine is tasty. It's very good.
Charge him extra.
Is this one a regular? Is this one rotating in? You said it was a wine club thing?
So this is on our wine club for this month, so we have this, the Santa Barbara Syrah, and then a Napa Cab from Lauren Crossing this month. But yeah, so those work out well. We are, and then I don't think this one's on it, but we are starting to do events again. So like we have Around the World in 8 glasses coming up over the next couple of weeks.
You have one coming up the Friday after this show airs, because we record and then the weekend happens and the show comes out, and then that Friday you have a wine tasting event.
Yeah, I think we have have the 1st, the 8th, and the 9th that we have tasting. No, for 1st, 7th, and 8th, we have wine tastings. We do the same event a few times.
Okay.
Yeah, and we just sell tickets to it on our website. There's food, there's wine. There's 12 people at our party table. We do a little presentation on all the wines. Feed you.
That's awesome.
Have some jokes.
Or
have
just
some fun.
Or just come in and wait to see Reed avoid dishes, and then he'll tell you stories and entertain you. It's all part of the experience.
Dishes and stories.
There you go. Thank you, buddy.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Dishes and stories.
See, now you'll be more entertaining because you have wine. That's the whole purpose. That's why the structure of this segment is
delicious.
The food and the wine first.
It's delicious.
To liven you up, because you're just a librarian. You're not an entertainer.
The Syrah is delicious.
The Syrah is delicious. It is very, very good.
And that's a grape from
well,
anywhere else in the world but Australia, right? Otherwise, then it would be Shiraz.
It's the same grape. It's just called Shiraz in Australia. I picked up about 90% of what he
There you
said,
go.
but not all of it.
I tell you learn so much here.
This show comes out, and on Friday is the 31st. No, actually, Thursday is the 31st of July, and that is the last day for summer reading. And you want everybody to get their books in and their records and their truthful, truthful. How many books you read?
Correct.
For the prizes.
Not like Chris, how he just lies and makes up how much he's read.
Not your made-up ones or writing down books you read 5 years ago. Your truthful things that you read over the last couple of months for summer.
All those children, teens, and adults. Remember, adults can participate too. You can either come into the library with your completed paper.
Yeah.
And we'll log those hours for you, or you can do it right from your home from the Beanstack app that you can download for free and register all those hours that you read. And we already have about 700 people signed up. So do it now, get in there so you can be one of those people that get one of those grand prize raffle.
And then you have a book sale. This month.
Yes,
so
our
August,
big,
you
our
have
big
a book
sale. Yeah, August. Are
these used books from the library?
It's a combo.
Okay.
It's books that have been donated to the library. It's books that we have removed from the collection. But majority are donated books.
Do you take
majority?
So you take donations? Mm-hmm. I was curious because I just did a big project this summer where the kids have accumulated so many books over the years. I mean, one of them is 19, and so I have her books.
Oh yeah.
I have Dominic's when he's the 17-year-old. I have his books, and then I have all of Nick's, and he's been reading some of their old books. Now some of these are pretty worn, and some of them are not worn. So if I wanted to donate books rather than throw them away, what are you looking for? Like, do you want kids' books, or do you get those all the time?
We will literally take pretty much anything as long as it's not an encyclopedia set from the 1950s that's so outdated and just not relevant anymore. Just bring it in.
What about condition?
If it's sitting there,
You don't want the one where I've had to tape the cover back
spilled the coffee on and tape the cover back on.
And it's missing 2 pages. Don't bring that one.
Yeah, don't bring it.
But
if it's in pretty decent condition or,
slightly
it's readable
used.
again.
I mean, it was kids. Kids used it, but
slightly used.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Your library books are not all pristine.
And if we determine one that's, this isn't going to fit, we try to find another home for it. So after this, this is our big annual sale. This is a big one every year, and Mary Kay does an amazing job with this book sale. And I will say this too: shout out to Mary Kay, and then also to our volunteers. If you are interested and want to help out the library, we're always looking for people to help us with this event because it goes pretty much. It's all week long. We do a week prep to set it up, and then we take it all down, and then we donate those books to an organization who will take them and try to find another home. So we are always looking for people to help us out with this. You can go online on our website, on our event calendar, click on whatever day works for you. We have 2-hour time slots, sign up for them, and you'll be set to help us out.
Awesome. Yep. So you got a book sale, summer readings winding down. Your August seems like it's almost like cleaning house. It's almost like getting ready for the fall. Kids will start coming over there after school. You're going to be hustling and bustling. It makes sense to kind of like get rid of a little bit of inventory.
Yeah, June and July have been some crazy busy months.
Yeah.
It's great to see the hustle and bustle at the library, from our study rooms to our children's story times to our adult events that are going on. It's been nonstop.
Very cool.
And we are on pace to have over 100,000 people come through the library doors this year.
So give me the fire. Give me the exciting things. Give me the things that are going to light people's hair on fire.
Light them on fire?
Yeah. What's going to blow my hair back? And
you're really making me go through this, huh?
I just want to know. I want people to go to the library, Frank.
Well,
I want them to, like, when they're finished with this show, get up, throw all the kids in the car, rev the engine, squeal the tires, and get over to the Evergreen Park.
Well, that's every
Library.
day.
So what's going to make them do that?
One of the things that we're partnering on with the village is our village school supply drive. That is going through August 15th. You have to donate any of those supplies that will help students with their academic success. It's going to be distributed to our local students here, and you can drop off at Evergreen Park Library, Evergreen Park Village Hall, and the Evergreen Park Youth Department. And we're going to be focused on outdoor activities, specifically stories in the park. They're going to be Fridays, every Friday in August at 10:30 a.m. And the first Friday is Friday, August 1st. And we're going to be at Duffy Park. And then Friday, August 8th, we're going to be at Circle Park. Then August 15th, which is Schweier Park, which is also known as Cowboy Park. At least that's what I called it growing up. And Bayjack Park and 90th and Troy. And then the Grand Trunk Park, a.k.a. Candy Cane Park.
Okay.
That's how I knew Candy Cane. I didn't
You know these
Grand
alternate
Trunk
names
Park.
more than I know these
I don't
names.
even
So,
know if that's...
Okay, yeah.
But Candy Cane Park is right by the high school. It's 99th place and the railroad tracks, pretty much. But Stories in the Park, that's going to be Fridays, August 1st through the 29th at 10:30 a.m.
Are you going to do a train story at the Grand Trunk one?
You know what? You might have to show up to find out.
You know what's really funny is that you didn't think of that until I just said it. And now you're going to go back and be like, we better be doing a train story at that one.
I have some pretty creative people. There might even be a candy cane story involved.
I felt like the look on your face. You were like, oh crap! I hope we have. Hope we have a train.
That look was more like, oh crap! I can't believe he thinks we're that like. Come on. This is the Evergreen Park Public Library you're talking about.
Give me a break. You're the most ill-prepared you've ever been for this. Folks,
we are amazing.
Normally Frank has a list, and he's got all of his notes and stuff like that. You know what his preparation was today? To bring the book that you got in your mailbox, or half of you got in your mailbox. Your neighbor got the other one, maybe.
Or five.
Yeah.
Depending on how the post office delivered
my favorite thing in the world. I either get 5 of these or none of these.
Or none.
Yeah, that's good.
Yes, it's great. So we have some fun adult events coming up in August too.
Okay.
Adults need to enjoy the remaining of their summer as well. We have a puzzle race coming up on Saturday, August 16th at 11 a.m. You can register your team of up to 5, and you get to race. It's a 500-piece puzzle. Quickest team wins. Get ready to go. Puzzles will be provided. Spectators can gather and watch. The last time we did this, we literally had a group of people watching.
That came to watch the puzzle race?
To watch the puzzle race, yes. Yes, they were standing around watching it.
You know what my dad does? My mom's really into puzzles. You know what he does? She'll sit down, she'll have a whole thing. She's got like a puzzle board. She put it in there so she can store the puzzle.
Does he take a piece?
Right? He takes a piece.
He takes a piece.
He takes a piece. And then you know what he does? He waits till she's close to the end. And then he comes out with the piece and he palms it. And then he reaches down while she's looking at things and he goes, oh, I got one. And he puts it in so he can say she didn't do the whole thing out of her own. He helped her.
He helped her.
He's a horrible person. It's funny to me, but it's probably terrible. If you think about it, it's a terrible thing to do.
You know what? I'm sure she expects it now, right?
For a while, I don't think she realized he was taking the pieces. Now I think she knows.
She might take one now, too. And then we have several arts and crafts related programs. We have our wonderful 3D printing classes going on. And on Tuesday, August 19th at 6 p.m., we're going to be doing a pet ID tag. You can create your own pet ID tag and get that printed off. We are going to be on August 11th, on Monday. That's Monday, August 11th at 6:30 p.m. We are hosting a gnome making one. We're doing a teacup gnome. And another EP resident is going to come and share their expertise with us. The wonderful Colleen Klimzak is going to be at the library on Thursday, August 14th at 6 p.m. She's going to teach us how to clear the clutter, Chris.
She comes on the show a couple times a year and talks about cleaning up clutter.
She's going to make sure how we can recognize and eliminate all that's sitting there, and I will be in attendance for that one because I walk into my house and I just see clutter.
Yeah,
and
she's a professional organizer.
Yeah,
I don't know if you've learned that from listening to the show. I don't even think you listen to the show.
I do every once in a while.
I don't think you do. Okay,
not when I'm on it.
Yeah, but she comes on the show and she talks about that. She's actually got her own podcast on the network that I do, and she records it in my studio. It's called Your Organized Life. It's like 10 to 12 minutes a week. And she will just tackle one thing, and I swear I have changed so many things about how I do things based upon her.
I pack differently. I run the house differently. I mean, it's just me and the 3 kids, and I'm just like, I am more organized just from listening to what she does every week, and then like thinking to myself, that's a good idea. I should
That
do
is really good.
Yeah.
And this 10, 12-minute segment.
Yeah, that's it. 10 or 12 minutes.
That's the best way to deliver material.
Every week. Not as long as this show, which is 30 minutes.
I'm not surprised.
Or
Because
when
Colleen
I'm,
is
or when I'm
very...
talking with you, which feels like an eternity.
Oh,
but I mean,
man.
like, it's not as long as that.
Well, you got your bottle of wine. makes it go a lot
easier.
better, man.
It makes it easier.
Makes it go a lot better.
Trust me.
And if you have other questions, give us a call or visit our website, evergreenparklibrary.org.
All right, we talked about book clubs. We talked about wine clubs. I'm drinking a Syrah, which
Very
is like a
delicious
Shiraz,
Syrah.
which is like a Shiraz,
But it wasn't...
but it's a Syrah. But it's the same grape, and I learned something there. You can learn something at the library.
That
And
made it in
cheers,
Australia.
and wonderful job.
Thanks,
Okay,
Chris.
next time, you know, I don't know, class up a little bit. Just
I'll class it up. I'll bring my sheet back.
you just bring the magazine and read out of it. It's terrible.
It's the EP Podcast. All things Evergreen Park. It's the EP Podcast. Evergreen Park.